Hey everybody, welcome back. I got some gifts in the mail. What can I think about that? Well, it was like a mind blank there. I got some gifts in the mail and I got a few off of eBay that I want to show you. I'm blown away, by the way. Not by this one, obviously, but by the others, and we'll get to those and I'll tell you about it. Um, so I constantly I'm looking on eBay just to see if there's something on there I've never seen before or whatever. I came across this thing, and I haven't opened it yet because I'll probably be even more disappointed when I open it. I like the old AMT tall tall T cab, and I've shown it. I got quite a few of those old kits, the ones that are the green and white stripes. I mean, they also put it out recently too, but anyway. Um, but the tall T is neat to me. It looks very classic, but not in a hot rod style. Or I guess a hot rod could look okay. And I didn't know if this might come with a stock version. It doesn't show that it's got any stock version, but I thought I'd take a chance. But I don't think it does. And it's a Lindbergh. Don't know where this came from originally. I have not looked that up. It says 1/24 scale. I bet you it's not. But I don't know where it came from, what its lineage is. But it's got the most toyish look, especially those tires. I mean, I can remember model kits with those kind of tires, old really wide mags, and it shows like three different ones, which is funny because you do have a flathead, and you've got a non-flathead. I don't know what that is, or is that a flathead? I can't tell. But there's like shows like three versions here, but they're basically all the same. Except the wheels are different, the engine's different, so I don't know. But I got that. It was really cheap. I have failed. I have yet to open it. Um, and some weird thing about these Lindbergh kits, the more newer ones, they had a lot of French. I guess they had a big market up in Canada. Obviously, they had a lot of French writing on them, so you can see that there. I bet I can read French. Model T 5 window tall T. I don't know what that means, but I think it probably means the same thing, but it's in French. But anyway, multiple model variants. All right, so I have to open this one up and see if it's got a stock version. Highly doubt it, but we'll see. All right, another eBay. Got three eBays. Another one is this, and I've got one of these, but I came across this one also, and it was fairly inexpensive. Um, this is really close to the AMT 40 Ford Coupe. It's not the same, but if you take them out and compare them, which I have done, did a video a long time ago, they're really close. There are a few differences, but you could fool somebody, say that's the AMT because it is so similar. But anyway, it's open, and I have looked at this one. Yeah, there you go, nice and blue. But it's super close to the. I think that this body will fit on the AMT chassis. The chassis, I think, maybe what's a little different, but there's not much difference in them, and I don't know how they got so close, but they are different, but they're very similar. So anyway, got that one. And then lastly for the eBay, and I've had this one here for a little bit. I've not shown it. But it's this Fujimi Honda S800. Just looked like a cool little cart. It reminds me of a midget, or there was another word for them. Not a midget. Was it a midget? Anyway, it has that same look to me. My mom's friend, when I was a little kid, she used to have one, but I don't think they called it a midget. It was something after that, but maybe it was. And anyway, Fujimi, it's like a curbside little kit. I think it goes way back because looking at the body, I was looking at it. It's like has just barely any panel lines. You barely even can see the panel lines. So I don't know if it's like a really old mold. I mean, all those can be scribed out, but they're super faint. See that? It's almost like it didn't have any doors. But yeah, just a neat little car. It does, the hood comes off, but it does not have an engine with it. It's just a little curbside kit. Figured that'd be a fun, quick little build. I got that. All right. Now get down to business. So you know I had the video with this, right? The Rambler with the crushed, the tester's box. It was never, the box wasn't damaged. The box was fine. Nice thick box too. Hobby shop only tester's box. And I opened it up and it was just crushed because there's just not enough room in that box. So I guess when they closed it, boy. So I made that video. Wasn't in any way asking, but my friend Paul Olson down in Deltona, Florida, he messaged me and we worked out a deal, and I end up getting this. We did some swapping, so I got this kit. It's a complete kit, unstarted. So there, that is but this is my dilemma, right? I always have a dilemma. So then if I use this body for that chassis, or for, yeah, or in replace of that body, then I've got like a kit without a body. So I don't know. These are the later Johan releases. I think this one was in the 2000s, the testers. Maybe it was. I think it was. I think Paul told me this might have been the 2000s. And this one was fairly late too. Late. I don't think Johan owned it at the time. I think they were still calling it Johan, but I don't think it was like, you know, Johan. When they put these out, the boxes look different. They look more like a regular box. But anyway, nevertheless, I worked out a deal with Paul and I was able to get this kit, and which is super cool. So thanks, Paul, for working that out. And then I went to the post office, go to the post office almost every day, delivering our orders, MCV products orders, to the post office. And I had a key in my post office box, and we have little lockers in our post office that you can, if the package will fit, they'll put it in there, and then they'll put a key in your box. You just go and you open your locker, the key stays in there, you can't get the key out, and you get your package. And there was a box in there. And Mr. Alan Watson sent me a box full of model kits. And I'll show these to you. So he sent this 87 Monte Carlo SS Aeroback. Now this is the one where they changed the back window for NASCAR to give it that more aerodynamic, because you know your regular Monte Carlos, the window, the trunk came up farther and the window just came straight down the back. It didn't like roll out like that. But they did that just so the NASCAR, because they were still running actual bodies until you get into the modern day, where it's like every body's exactly the same, except for the stickers. It looks like to me, maybe the nose plastic and the tail plastic, but or whatever that is. But yeah, when they actually used real cars for NASCAR, they did that so they could have a more aerodynamic race car. And yeah, Mr. Alan Watson sent me this, which is super cool. It's 1/24 scale. It was a monogram kit, reboxed as Revell. And he also sent this. And this is the first one of these I've got. I did not have one. This is one of my very most favorite cars in the whole wide world, outside of a Model A. But just a factory hot rod, man, they are such a good looking car. 87 Buick Grand National. I know they had Regals and the NSX, I think it was a GNSX, I think it was basically the same car, but man, they were just such a classic car, so black, just one badge right there, and then the headrest had the turbo symbol for the Grand National, and wow, just the neatest car ever. And yeah, man, that's neat. Had V6, turbocharged V6. And those things would go, man, in the day. I mean, today, there's probably no competition for the muscle cars that are out today. You got Mustangs with almost 800 horsepower and stuff like that, maybe even more. But in its time, this was a fast car. And they were, I don't think you can find them very often anymore either. So yeah, this is also 124 scale. Another monogram kit, Reebok. Well, there's this one actually is a little older, so it's Revell monogram. You got that one, and he also sent this over. So it's a 40 Ford Coupe. So the car that I just showed you, the Lindbergh, this is so close. These two kits are so close. They are very related almost, if you know what I mean. They're not, but you would think so. But this is a round 2 re-release. It's in that flat box. It's got factory pre-lettered blue streak drag slicks. That's pretty neat. One of 3 ways: build it stock, custom, or drag. And I always tend to go to stock, but oh, and it's also molded in orange, baby. Oh yeah. But yeah, this is the Cat. What's it? Special release. It doesn't actually say Cat on there, but that is obviously there is a Cat. But the original art series from the Cat. That man was a great influence in AMT. I don't remember his name, but they called him the Cat or something like that. But anyway, he was big in AMT. So anyway, got that. That's really cool. And then there is this. So like I say, I in no way I did not want anybody to. I didn't try to guilt trip anybody to like send me this stuff, and I don't think I did. But you guys are really nice, and Mr. Allen sent me this another '69 Johann Rambler, and this says, and it appears that they were trying to hide probably a well, it's still on the tag, but they covered this. It says engine something, and then AMC/Hurst. But they put this sticker on there: Encore limited production, 1 of 1,000. But I think what they were doing is they put that sticker on the box to cover something that they probably lost their license agreement for, or something like that. However, it does still say Hurst right there. I don't know. I'm just guessing because it just did cover what was under there, and I'm guessing that's what it is. So this is pre-1976, looks like, because it does not have a barcode. And I think 1976 is when they started with barcodes. But this one, however, does have paint on the body, but that's no problem at all. It's just the body was painted. He did, this is, you can tell this was a long time ago, and it's had some decals on it and some paint. But you know what? That is no problem at all. I got some, ooh, the hood opens. I've got some amazing paint stripper that will remove that paint. And man, thank you so much, Mr. Allen, for that, and the rest of the kit's in there. But yeah, I was so shocked and surprised when I saw this box, because when I first started the channel, I would get a lot of packages from you guys. It was so amazing, and you know that died off. As understandable, it died off. I mean, I've almost feel guilty for how many kits that I've been sent in the past, but so it doesn't happen as often. I'm not complaining. I mean, I've got more than I could ever build in a lifetime. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh man, what is this? And it was a rather large box, and I was like, wow. So when I got it home and I saw that this was in there, I was like, you know what? This is amazing. So yeah, that one, and there's one more. So there's one more, but that's some cool box art. This is why I thought it was called a scrambler. I mentioned on the video when I opened up the crushed one that I said I thought it was called a scrambler. But can you see where I came up with that? You just take the slash out and you got a scrambler. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. It's an SC Rambler. And what's SC stand for? Super Comp? No. I don't know what the SC, but yeah, I thought it was scrambler. All you gotta do is that. Look at there, I got a scrambler. So yeah, I made a mistake, but gosh, this is so neat. I get one and then I end up getting really 3. Okay, last one. This one I think is super cool too. I've never seen this before. I mean, I've seen the model kit. I've never seen this one. So he sent this. So this is a Shelby GT500. It's kit T296, $2. So this kit is obviously from the 1960s, and it is super cool. So what is really cool about it, it doesn't have it, but what is cool is this came with, it says, a record inside. The sounds of Carol Shelby at Riverside. Inclusive 33 1/3 RPM record included in this kit, featuring the sounds of the Cobra. Ride with Carol Shelby. Hear his voice as he talks you through the turns at the world famous Riverside International Raceway. Hear the roar of the engine, the whine of the gearbox, the scream of the tires as the powerful GT500 hurls through the course. Isn't that cool? So it came with a little record, a little 33 or whatever that is. That's the little. It had to be small to fit in here, but yeah, that's neat. And this is the same kit, I believe, as they had released many times. But yeah, super cool. Look at those old instructions, man. Oh, and it does have the original decals. They're no good, but just to look at them, I mean, that's super neat. What does that say? Fang Tang? Golly. And the Shelby driver Gary Bramble, 427 cubic. Oh, it's got a 428, or it's got the 427 single overhead cam. So these cars would have come with a 428 Cobra Jet, your FE motor, and before, I guess, they came out, I believe before they came out with your 420 or 460, 429, but it had the FE or the regular 428. But there's your 427 time and chain cover. The chrome, you can tell it's old chrome too, because it just basically looks like flat aluminum at this point. It just loses that shine, which I always re-chrome everything anyway, so that's no big deal at all. There's the glass. And there's your valve covers for your 428, and then there's valve covers for your 427 single overhead cam. So yeah, these are neat cars. I love to see these Shelbys in person. They're just really neat. But yeah, man, so cool. Thank you, Mr. Allen, for that. Oh, look at this. It's got like, it may have some extra parts in here from something else, because it's got some hard tires, huh? And then it's also got rubber tires, which it's got rims on both, the faces on both sides. But yeah, I don't know where these would have been out of. They're hard plastic slicks. What does that say? I can't see it. What the heck does it say? Well, hold on, it says Race Master Super Stock. That's neat. It's like a pie crust. Which so are the rubber ones. Those are a pie crust tire. But anyway, there's another. Oh, that's your GT500 decals there as well for the sides. But yeah, man, neat as can be. There's your Shelby taillight lenses, because they're totally different than the regular Mustang. Yeah, I had to get through here and get some stuff bagged up and check all this out. But thank you, Mr. Alan Watson. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate you guys, and thanks for you guys hanging around watching this stuff. So yeah, pretty neat little haul. Amazing gifts, and yeah, so cool. All right, well, thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate you. Don't forget, as always, go check it out, mcvproducts.com. I almost said .net. .net will still get you there, but I'm going to eventually get rid of the .net. It'll be there quite a while because I have like most of my stickers on my inventory, my wheels and engines still say .net, so I'm steady sending those out because I haven't had an opportunity to make the new stickers with .com. But I'll be working on all that in time, and we'll get it switched over. But either .net or .com will get you there. But I'm trying to get just toward .com, make it a lot more simple. And that rolls off the tongue so much easier in .com. It's just more natural than .net, you know. But anyway, nevertheless, thanks guys for all you do. Appreciate you. Hey, have you subscribed? I was looking at my analytics recently on my videos, and you would not believe, I think it's like 60% of my viewers on the majority of the videos are not even subscribed. You don't have to. I mean, that's not a requirement. I know that. But if you hadn't subscribed, you can do it on your television. You just click up a couple of places and you can subscribe. Or if you hadn't subscribed, I appreciate it if you did and like the video. You guys have been so supportive on this channel for so long, and it's amazing. I've grown in this hobby because I've gotten to know people in person. But I think I've grown probably more from just reading the comments and things that people have told me how to do things or how they do it. So the comment section is like amazing because you learn so much. That's our communication outlet through these videos. Because we don't pick up the phone and talk to each other, that's how we talk. So I do appreciate everything that has been communicated through the comments, and you guys are wonderful. Sometimes I get a comment that's like, oh really? So I just delete those. I hope you guys never see those. There are some ridiculous comments, but I just take care of those and block them from the channel, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'm just rambling on. Appreciate you. Take care, and see you soon. All right, bye.